What's up guys, Ricky here. Today I'm back with another unboxing of a very important knife. This is a knife that every Japanese knife lover has to have at least one of. It's the Yanagiba. Why did I get a Yanagiba from Tojiro? Because if you guys watch my previous video of Yanagiba sharpening, you guys will know that I had a Masamoto KK Yanagiba. Well, that knife was actually given away to one of my subscribers who really just touched me by explaining how he is going to school to become a sushi chef. And this particular subscriber was just telling me how learning from my channel has really inspired him to better his kitchen skills, better his knife skills, and his culinary education. So for me, I felt like it was a good time to give away a knife to an aspiring culinary chef. And so hopefully it will go a long way. I believe it will. So instead of trying to pick up another $300 Masamoto, I picked up a Yanagiba here by Tojiro. I believe it's $100 or so. I don't remember exactly, but I'll find the link and I'll post it below in the description. Alright, so this is the manual. Gives you a quick demonstration or some instructions as to how to sharpen your knife or how to replace your handle, which I don't think I'll be doing. And this is quick tutorials of how to sharpen your knife. Alright, so here it is. This is just from looking at it, it's a beautifully crafted knife. And I believe this is a white number 2 steel, which is a very, very standard, good fine steel. The ferrule here is a resin. I think it's made of a it's not a polymethylene, polypropylene. Okay, so this is essentially it's a high grade plastic for the ferrule, which is fine. There's quite of a step here. I would say it's about a 0.5 millimeters of a step. So you definitely feel it if you're running your finger up and down this knife. This is made in Japan, which is very important. I actually like the material of the ferrule because it gives you a nice grip. Even though this is considered a cheap ferrule, it has a really nice tactile feel to it. Okay, so the shinogi line is very nicely well defined, and so just by looking at this knife right here, if you guys notice, there is a ever so slightly thin, it's probably about a millimeter thick polish on the edge of the knife all the way down to the bottom side. Okay, so that tells me that this knife has a nice concave left side. So this has a really nice overall. The fit and finish is decent. I would say that the fit and finish on a scale of 1 to 10 would be, I would say, in terms of the handle part, will be like a 5 or a 6. You have a really hand engraved logos here, which is actually really nice for a knife of this price. Again, I actually don't remember the price of this knife. I think it's right around 100 to maybe 120. I will post a link to where you can find it in the description. This is a 270 millimeter. I don't have a really large home or a really large kitchen, and so my board is only so large, and to have a really large or a long knife, it can make it kind of cumbersome to use inside of my home. If you guys were buying this for a commercial use, if you guys worked in a sushi environment, or you have a home with a large kitchen, you can go for the 300 millimeter. It's not going to cut any better necessarily. It just gives you more length if you were cutting something like a large slab of salmon or a large tuna. So for me, having a 300 millimeter knife is not as crucial as to having a knife that will fit well within my parameters in my kitchen, and more importantly is how sharp I can get this knife and how well I can maintain the edge. I'm going to be doing a lot of sharpening videos on this knife because it's a knife that is very important for me. Even though I don't cut sushi that often, but I do smoke salmon a whole lot. I smoke salmon at least once a month, sometimes twice a month. And so having a good Yanagiba is actually quite nice to have around the house, especially my house. You want to be able to experiment when you are starting off sharpening. It's not the wisest thing to do to go out and buy a $1,000 knife or a $1,000 set of knives and not know how to sharpen them. Okay, so if you guys are just starting off, whether you're sharpening a Yanagiba or a chef knife or a paring knife, go ahead and buy a knife that you can sharpen resharpen, redull, resharpen over and over again so that you can perfect your technique. So that's why I wanted to buy a knife that is affordable. I didn't want to buy another $300 Matsumoto. So for me, the purpose of this knife, it's gonna be just a knife that I will sharpen to really perfect my personal technique, and also to help you guys improve and perfect your technique as well. Alright guys, I will be giving this knife away at the end of this whole series, so if you guys want this knife, want a shot at it, please make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to catching up with you guys in the next video.